Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading looking at what portals are opening up for you, what doors are opening for you, and what is activating for you right now. This will resonate for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So let's get right into it and see what messages are coming out for you guys. We are going to start off with a portal to the unknown. Ooh, that's exciting. Oh man, Leo, you guys are always up for a little bit of an adventure, and this can show that you're stepping into something that's a little bit unfamiliar. We've got we've got a person here standing at the precipice, and there's just this white light down below. A little bit reminiscent of the Fool card energy, right? Take that leap of faith, trust in your journey, put one foot in front of the other, step into the unknown, and you shall be rewarded. So this can show that there's multiple opportunities opening up for you. Every one of your paths forward is going to be a little bit different than your neighbor. But this is your time to shine. This is your time to, really embrace the power of the mystery and the magic that lays before you. This is one of the most powerful transformational portals of all time, the unknown. The path forward may not necessarily be revealed to you right away. Your intuition may be leading you down a garden path. And you're like, this feels different. I'm not used to this energy, or this isn't something that I would normally do. Maybe that's the point. Get out of your comfort zone, Leo. Now, the interesting thing about that, as I do this reading, and this reading will find you when it's meant to. So it may not find you right when I post it. It may find you a month from now, or a year from now, or 5 years from now, right? But if you happen to see this in the summer of 2026, Jupiter is headed towards your sign. So when Jupiter shifts signs, Jupiter is known for propelling us towards the unknown and for helping us to get out of our comfort zone and to take a little bit of a leap. So you could have some cosmic help and support on your journey here, but really powerful transformative time for you. Hey, what does that unknown look like? Follow your intuition. Follow your curiosity. They say curiosity killed the cat, but curiosity also opened a million doors. And you are the cat. So follow your natural instincts. Follow your natural curious spirit. Where does this go? This is interesting. This is kind of weird, but I'm intrigued. Follow it. See where it goes. Into the unknown go you. We also have commitment. Now, this is a beautiful portal, okay? So commitment can mean many, many things. It is card number 11. Number 11 does, actually, we've got both 12 is the unknown and 11 is commitment. So maybe some progress here, okay? Take a leap of faith, right? Act upon an instinct, perhaps. But the commitment card is number 11. So 11, ones are new beginnings, right? 11 is new beginnings amplified. It can be something brand spanking new, or it can be the next level of something that is opening up for you. Or if you step into the next level of something, this is where that portal is into the unknown. And we have two people here getting engaged or married, right? And of course, life is a little bit different when we take that leap. Right? Whatever we commit to, if we commit to our job, or if we commit to a project, we commit to another person, whatever it happens to be, once that element of commitment is, solidified, once that promise is made, now we move forward, right? We don't know what life is going to bring us. We don't know how things are going to transfold. We can have a vision, right? But we need to just trust that we're making the right choices. So 11 does represent the new beginnings, the improvements in our lives, the leveling up of things. But 11 is also about your intuition and your calling from spirit. You're calling from the angels. You're calling from your spirit guide from the other realms. And so this can be a commitment or a renewed commitment to your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. Show me the way, right? The unknown energy. Whatever it is, commit to your journey at hand, right? And even if it's a spiritual journey, come into partnership with spirit and you will feel more connected, and you will also feel more powerful about opening doors or about manifesting your goals and dreams. Number 11 is quite often associated with manifestation, right? Because we want something a little better and we're connected in a way that we can create this life, that we can focus on this life. There's some really beautiful energies coming up here for you, Leo. Let's see what else we've got activating for you. I can just get one. Thank you. The Sword of Light. Whoa. Divine protection, cords cut, and breakthrough energy. Now, that Sword of Light is super, super powerful. Epiphanies, insights, revelations. This does remind you, and see, right, with the unknown, right? The unknown energy with that Sword of Light, working together, protecting you and guiding you. And this is like Spirit saying to you, jump. Take that leap, move forward, put one foot in front. All you need to do is dip a toe in the water of the uncertainty, and you will be shown the path, you will be shown the way. Light, light. Commit to your journey. Know that we can't have all the answers right away. We don't know everything right away. We need to have faith. And you're always guided, always protected every single step of the way. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, right? Sometimes we're met with adversity and challenges and we're like, oh, I just feel all alone. Trust that you are being propped up, that you are being helped along your way, along your journey. We don't need to see our spiritual soul tribe to know they're there. However, if you ask for a sign, you will get one. You need to be open to receive it, though. Right? Because they don't just tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, what's up? Right? It's a little more subtle than that sometimes. Sometimes it's kind of loud, right? But it just depends what it is. But this can also represent that you have the power also to cut cords, okay? This is a breakthrough for you, an epiphany, a revelation, a big idea, information, opportunities, you name it. And that Sword of Light is helping you to cut loose anything that is preventing you from taking the leap of faith, preventing you from being committed on your journey and walking through into the portal of your future, whatever is preventing you from pursuing that breakthrough. So this can be a really good time for you to, you can, really do a little bit of self-examination and say, okay, I have this opportunity. What's holding me back? Is it that there's some red flags that I need to pay attention to? Great, honor them, right? They're being shown to you for a reason. Or is it fear that's holding me back, right? What is it that is holding me back from following my dreams, right? So do a little bit of reflection, meditation, just have a look. Right? Some of you, maybe you would benefit from doing some cord cutting meditations, connecting with Archangel Michael, very much associated with that sword. Whatever it is to help propel you forward and to bring you that clarity that maybe you just need. But this is very much an energy of go for it. You're ready. What are you ready for? Right? For every one of you, it's going to be something just a little bit different. We've got the Four of Swords at the back of this deck. The Four of Swords is one of peace and protection. It is also one of rest, relaxation. It's one where we meditate, we step into some nice, beautiful, calm energy, we connect with spirit, we have a nap. Okay. Sometimes the best ideas or the best revelations or the best guidance comes in when we're calm and relaxed. And that's that Four of Swords energy. It is one of peace as well, right? So protect your peace, find your peace, and step in with the flow. And there's some beautiful, beautiful energy in there. Calm the mind, calm the body, calm the soul. All right. We have the Three of Swords. Well, that's good that the Four of Swords is coming out. Okay, the Three of Swords. We've got the Eight of Coins and the Page of Wands. There's your leap into the unknown energy right there. That passion, that fire, that flame that resides in you. Your you're very outgoing, your exuberant energy to go and have fun, to explore the world, to do things that maybe no one else has done, to do things that you haven't done, right? So that Page of Wands is very exciting energy. Page of Wands very much associated, by the way, with your manifestations, the things that you want to create, because you're ready for action, you're ready to make a move, you're ready for some good news, you're ready for everything, right? Very free-spirited energy. It's also one of, really honoring your uniqueness, right? Step into the spotlight with that Page of Wands. And I think that you're overdue for that, okay? Because we do have the Three of Swords, we've got the Eight of Coins. I mean, like I said, good thing that we've got the Four of Swords here because it can bring some peace and healing, all right? But with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Coins, I feel that maybe some of you have been nursing something for a little while. The Three of Swords is the heartbreak card, right? It's the one, it's the card of grief and sadness or disappointment, or things are okay, but they could be better, right? This can be some sort of loss, emotional pain. This can be tears, right? Now, this can be spirit saying to you, release your tears so that we can cleanse out some old energies and move forward, right? But I feel like some of you have been working hard to heal. Now, some of you, the Eight of Coins is a good card, okay? Number one, good card. It's one of productivity, one of paying attention to detail, one of creating things, one of learning, one of apprenticeship, craftsmanship. Okay, it is one where you put in the hard work and you're about to see the results of everything, the time, energy, commitment, right, that you have put in to your life or to something specific. Okay. But I feel like some of you here, some of you, it's going to pay off for you. Okay. That Page of Wands right there. Boom. But I feel like some of you have been hiding behind your work. Because we do have the Three of Swords right beside that Eight of Coins. Okay, I think you're going to have a breakthrough. All right, I think you're going to maybe realize something that you need to get rid of, right? You need to let go of it in order to move forward with a more free-spirited kind of energy. But we tend to do that. If our heart is hurting, we tend to throw ourselves into work and pretend everything is okay. So if you've been doing that, I think you're really going to come out of your shell. All right. And, yes, Leo, you are a shining light. You are a leader. You tend to be incredibly creative and inspirational to other people. Right. But we'll have the shadow side. We'll have the reversal side. Right. And, just like a cat who, their owner has gone on vacation for a week and now they're kind of, standoffish and aloof because they're upset that their owner went away and left them there, right? So they kind of go into hiding a little bit and lick their wounds, right? And so it's a very normal thing for people to do. And sometimes, again, we hide in our work, or we hide in our school, or we do get busy, right, with that Eight of Coins, and we ignore our emotional aspects here. So this is really inviting you to get in touch with your heart, get in touch with your emotional well-being. Okay, that Four of Swords wants you to have peace on all levels. All right. Put some energy and effort into that, put a focus on that, and you will find some freedom. But that Page of Wands, I think you're going to be, shifting your focus. Let's get some more cards. Eight of Wands. Beautiful. Nine of Pentacles. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Eight of Wands, we're moving forward. Nine of Pentacles. Haha, right after the Eight of Coins. Eight of Coins is Eight of Pentacles. And we've got the Death card there with some major transformation. Letting go, release, healing. All right. We've got the Queen of Cups, getting in touch with your spiritual self, releasing and healing. Seven of Cups, the world is your oyster. Right there. And the Five of Pentacles. Get one more card with that. The Knight of Cups. Funny, I was going to stop at the Death card and the Spirit said, keep going. So I did. And there we go. So a couple extra things to clear out here. But we do have the Eight of Wands, right? We're not stuck. We're not stagnant. We're overcoming something. We're moving past something. The Eight of Wands is an awesome energy. There's a buzz in the air. There's an electrifying energy in the air. It is a card of manifestation. It's one of achieving something, moving forward with something, jumping into something perhaps here, right? It is one where we're open, flexible, and adaptable. And it's like, yes, things are getting a little bit easier. The Nine of Pentacles, right? The Nine of Pentacles, you've made it. Okay. This is, everything, things that you've been working for, things that you've been working through, that Eight of Coins energy, you're arriving. Okay. Whether this is taming your anxieties and your fears and your sorrows and your worries and your doubts, right? Some things that sometimes we forget on the Nine of Pentacles because it is a card of luxury, but it is also one of self-made success. And we don't get into this energy unless we've overcome some things. And so we've got a bird right here. And in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, it's a golden bird. And birds, yes, they can be messengers. And yes, they can represent communication. But birds also can be stressful, anxious energy. And she's tamed that bird. That bird is sitting on her finger, cool and calm as a cucumber. And she's like, I did this. I worked through this. We persevered. We went through some ups and downs. And now here we are. I'm friends with my fear. I'm looking my fear in the eye. I've tamed my anxieties. And now I'm feeling calm and at peace. And that Nine of Pentacles, we do quite often focus on things like money or material wealth and things like that. But it is one where we need to remind ourselves what we have been through, what we've overcome, what we've changed, what we've fixed, what we've healed, right? Because we've made it here to that finish line. Treat yourself well. Do something nice for yourself. Make those positive changes. It's the Death card. Things that are old become new again. Something ends so that it makes room for something new to begin. The Death card here is about change and transformation, all within you, and it is your biggest energy. So something here is shifting for you, whether it's your outlook on life, whether there's some healing energy coming in. Again, the doubts and the fears and the anxieties, right? We are shifting out of that energy into something better, but something's got to go, right? For something to come in. And we've got this Three of Swords right up there as well, right? So this Death card is here to help you. People are afraid of Death cards sometimes because they're like, oh my goodness, is someone going to die? No, it can be a metaphorical death, right? Metaphysical death. We can go through all kinds of evolution, transformation, and growth. Mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, right? But this death energy can be welcome. And we shouldn't fear letting things go, right? Again, we've got letting things go up there. We shouldn't fear that. We should know it's part of our natural evolution. But this is like some really big changing, shifting energy for you. I will also note to you, okay, that this is card number 13. We've got card number 11, 12, and 13. Okay, progress, growth, moving forward, expansion, evolutionary energy, and it's beautiful. The Queen of Cups is here as well, okay, and bookended, I'll grab these, bookended with the Knight of Cups, all right? And in the middle, we've got the Seven of Cups and Five of Pentacles. So this can be, what you've been healing from, what you've been working through, and it can be a little bit of a reminder of things that you may encounter, right, on your journey forward. The Queen of Cups here can represent a spiritual connection. The Queen and the Knight of Cups can represent friendship, camaraderie, love and romance, right? It can be talking about our feelings, getting things out in the open, not always all that comfortable, okay? There could be sometimes here a lack of a connection with the Five of Pentacles being there, right? So, what is, this can be sometimes where we fall back and we think that, oh my goodness, something's going to go wrong, right? You're usually fairly positive. Again, you have a shadow side just like anyone else does. And the Seven of Cups can represent lots of options and opportunities, lots of portals, lots of doors, okay? But it can also represent our daydreams, our imagination, all wonderful things. But because it can sometimes feel overwhelming, we can procrastinate, we can get stuck. And then what do? We fall into the Five of Pentacles energy, the lack energy. I can't make a decision. What if I choose wrong? What if? Well, what if you don't? What if you don't take a leap? What if you don't move forward? What if you don't embrace the possibilities of things? So this is a really big reminder here. They are stuck in the middle, so it's not like a huge, huge thing. Things that we deal with, every day. Pride goeth before the fall with that Five of Pentacles, okay? So don't be afraid to connect with people, to ask for help, or even offer some help and support with people along the way. With the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, it's like there could be a little bump in the road with a relationship or those worries, again, about something that, what if I fail, right? But the Knight of Cups says, what if you win? So just remember in those times of doubt and up and down that we all do kind of think this sometimes. We all do kind of get a little confused. We all sometimes get afraid. We all sometimes go, what if, and we always focus on the negative when it's the what if. So we need to turn the narrative around. When you feel like that, the Four of Swords is right there saying connect with spirit in those times. All right? Because like I said, these two cards are right here in the middle of the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So there could be a relationship that needs healing before you move forward. If you've got potential new relationships coming in or shifting dynamics within relationships here, sometimes we just need to get things out in the open. We need to talk about our hopes and dreams, our worries and our fears, right? So don't be afraid to share your emotions, with other people, if you need to move forward. And we have the Tall Poppy. Now, it's a beautiful card, beautiful energy. Poppies, of course, are related to remembrance. And we can remember things as they were. However, we can also remember things how we wished they had been. So it's a little bit tricky, right? Sometimes just like, we don't have the Six of Cups card out here, right? But if we did, I would be looking at this and saying, remember the past truthfully, okay? Because we do tend to put on some rose-colored glasses. And it's not because we want to. It's more the way that we are protected. Our brains protect us a little bit, right? Our brains don't want us to be hurt or in sorrow or pain. And so sometimes we do kind of Throw on those rose-colored glasses to the past. So this is just a reminder that, sometimes things do come up from the past. Sometimes we need to clear out, sort of light right there for you, clear out things from the past as well. Okay. The tall poppy, not just remembrance, okay, but the tall poppy is also standing out in the crowd. Okay. And this is an activation for you also. Leo, you are the sign of standing out in the crowd. Lots of leaders, lots of actors tend to be Leo, right? They're the fire signs quite often, right? Some of the more serious actors, maybe they're a little bit more intellectual, and the air signs, right? But some of the most popular or well-known are the fiery ones. And so this is kind of spirit activating an energy within you to make yourself tall, to make yourself stand out in the crowd, to let yourself be seen. This is a time, Leo, for you to be seen. Don't worry about anyone else. Sometimes we keep ourselves small so that others don't feel bad. Sometimes we avoid success so that someone else's light can shine. Stand tall, Leo. It's your time to shine. With that, I'm going to leave all that there for you. I do hope there was something in this reading that resonated in some way. Sometimes you unpack it a little while later. But if you enjoyed your reading, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. Free for you, just a flick of your finger to the thumbs up sign. But I thank you for watching. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful, glorious day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.